In association with Official Wrestling comes A Few Good Marks podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to A Few Good Marks. I'm your host Croft. I'm here with Alex.
Yay!
Kieran.
Hello!
Pete.
Hey!
And Willow! So today we're doing our... How you doing, Willow?
I'm full.
Same, you know. What did you get?
I got a McDonald's.
Same? Fucking tasty.
I got the Big Tasty with bacon.
See now...
That's a good burger.
It's very
to
good.
put.
Yeah.
So the only thing with the Big Tasty is that sometimes they put too much of that sauce on. It can just be a bit overpowering. It's nice sauce. It's better than Big Mac stuff. But
You
I
went to
agree
one with
with
garlic mayo. Then when they did them, the French stack.
no,
it was.
Oh my god, it was nice.
The Mexican stack was nice.
What was on the Mexican stack? Was it like
It was
salsa
like
and
nice, spicy salsa sauce. Delicious. See what I usually go for? I went with chicken selects. Throw them on a double cheeseburger with sweet chili sauce, and it's lovely. Make your own burger.
That is a beautiful combination.
This man McDonald's.
I do. No else McDonald's.
Donald.
Yes, certainly not Daniel Bryan. Not with... Well, he's not vegan anymore, is he?
What?
Is he not?
No, he stopped a few years ago.
Why?
Is he veggie now? Or?
I think so. I think he said like the pressures of being on the road meant he...
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not much, like they said in the CM Punk documentary they did. He talked about it, but that's why he invested in his own like traveling bus so he could keep up with his own diet.
It's the best way to do it, I suppose. It must be difficult if you're on the road all the time. For events such as Survivor Series, which is what we're rounding up today. What do we all think of the show in general?
I actually
Wasn't too
thought
bad,
it was
didn't it?
alright.
There was a couple of iffy moments, but it wasn't too bad.
I thought it was a bit mental. Like, I think sometimes I felt like I was watching 2002 WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
Which
too.
was pretty cool, I thought. But yeah, it was a funny one.
Enzo Amore though.
Enzo Amore.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
a bit of a
best part.
talking point. I think it was a point where we were all there. It's like, oh, someone's getting thrown out. Wonder who that is. And then it's like just scrolling through your phone. It's like, shit, guys, you know the guy got thrown out before? I'm like, yeah, what about it? It's like, it's Enzo. I'm like, no, fuck.
Did you see the actual video and what he was saying? He was like, I'm back! Like, he was proper kicking off.
His t-shirt was a
I'm okay.
rip-off. Yeah, something like, how you
I'm
doing?
doing fine.
I'm doing fine. It's like, oh, you fucking knob.
Nobody's bothered about how
I
you're
don't
doing.
care.
Yeah.
Just fuck
In a big
off.
fake cloud.
Your shit. You are trying to hold on to fucking what little shred of popularity you had, and you can't take it because
I
that's
thought
all
it
you
was
wanted
funny.
in the first place was the fame and the glory to hang out with fake rappers, and not that you're any much better.
I
You're
thought-
Fucking mic drop, mate.
I fucking hate him.
You really don't like him, do you?
No, he's just like
Why?
because he's an absolute poser. He's not a wrestler. He's
He was a shit wrestler.
he
Good on the
was
mic, though.
only in it. Like he was talking all this shit about WWE whilst still on the payroll and as the cruiserweight champion with like all these rappers like just joking around but while still representing the company. He was there's loads of things like Simon Gotch had had an amazing shoot on him and it's just like
No, I've seen that.
What did he say?
I can't
Just
remember off the top of
ripping
my
into
head.
it.
Remember
Pretty much.
NXT when he was like he was injured? He twisted his leg like countering an arm hole, didn't he?
Yeah, he went to duck a clothesline or something like that, and he slipped and hurt his knee or something like
Oh,
that.
it was his ankle.
Yeah, that was from ducking a clothesline. Because he's
bless him.
shit.
I remember using that as a counter argument when Ryan used to tell me I was going to get hurt. And I was like, Enzo Amore broke his ankle ducking a clothesline. Like,
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen in the Fed, as they tell us.
Amazing. What was the first
Amazing. First match was the pre-show. Let's take a minute to appreciate the pre-show panel, which consisted of Booker T, David Otunga,
And Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix, and there was someone else there.
Coach.
Coach?
Oh, Coach.
Jonathan
Oh my God.
Coachman.
Oh, I
was
really
like-
wish I hadn't been reminded of that.
It's like watching another episode of Blacked. It was interesting.
It's like, hang on, 3 black guys, a white woman. I've seen this video.
Several times in my life. Booker T was off his nut last night. He was just
talking
chatting shit constantly.
Just meat.
No water, no vegetables.
No water, just me.
He was just chatting on, and his bun was crazy.
Oh yeah.
A mind of its own.
His hair had like a mind of its own, like you say.
It's a spaghetti swirl.
It's a walnut whip, wasn't it?
It was a walnut whip. What did someone say he was last
Ice
night?
gem.
An ice gem. You can imagine him like getting that ready before Survivor Series. Like, they're gonna love this. But
How long are his dreads now, do you reckon? If he's got a bun going on like that, dreads must be at least to his waist.
like
Could have had
shaman level.
extensions in there.
Yeah, he could have done. He strikes me as the kind of guy that his hair's probably thinning now.
He is.
So poor
He's gonna be
Booker.
wearing a bandana in public soon.
He's looking real jack, baby.
He is looking real jack, baby. But to talk of the pre-show,
The match was bar.
yeah, there was but one match on the pre-show, which was
And it was a clusterfuck.
It was a clusterfuck. It was the men's Survivor Series tag team elimination match. Traditional elimination match, despite this being the first one.
Do you know what I do just need to talk about? This kind of fits in. There was only one match on the pre-show.
Yeah.
And there was also ran under by 45 minutes, the full show. Why did they not like?
I think that, I don't know, I this has been happening quite a lot recently with like, but I think it's just so they know they've got enough airtime left. You know
Doing
what I
it
mean?
with Raw now, because Raw is like run over by like 15 minutes. Now they're like, finishing bang on 3 hours now.
Yeah, so they're obviously getting closer together with times. And maybe the show was only supposed to be 3.5 hours anyway. Didn't need to be 4.
There was probably teething problems with a lot of the show. There was a lot of last-minute replacements when you think about it. There was Charlotte replacing Becky. Daniel Bryan replacing AJ was probably planned for a long time, but they didn't really have the build for it. And they didn't really have so much
I
time.
think it would have
No,
been
I
planned
think
because I
that's
think
a
it was
double-
building for AJ Roman.
Yeah, exactly. I think
Yeah.
that's a double substitution, really.
So they probably had a long time. Well, they probably had a long time to plan what they wanted to do, and then couldn't.
Yeah, because they were building towards Roman AJ, and then you get hit with the Roman thing, and then in comes Brock, because you think, alright, well, let's put the title back on a guy we know can carry it. And then Survivor Series coming up, it's like, oh shit, we did this match last year, quickly, who've we got? Daniel Bryan, give him the title, let's,
Yeah,
let's
Daniel
go with
Bryan's
this.
always a solid choice when it comes to you need someone who's over with the fans and is going to be able to carry the belt. You know, Daniel.
It's an interesting route he's going down, because I don't think since he's won, he's not given an interview for his actions, has he?
No, they tried to backstage,
And it seems a little bit like, he'll be a heel, but it's like, I can do what I want, you people are still going to love me. Because when he walked out, he still did a bit of the yes thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Stopped, smirked, and walked to the ring. I was just like, alright, that's interesting.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see where he goes with this. If he just goes by the smiling, I'm a bit psycho heel thing, it's a bit boring because everyone and his dog's done that. So it'd be nice to see him doing a cocky heel thing. But back to the pre-show.
Yeah, this match was bollocks.
It
was football.
No, it was good.
It was-
After like
it was-
20 minutes.
it
It,
was
went
fun
on for about
bollocks.
45.
It was just silliness, wasn't it?
How many
It was
people
good.
got injured during this match?
Kalisto got injured, definitely.
A couple people got dropped in the red.
Yeah, I think Bo Dallas got dropped in his
Lindsay Dorado got hurt pretty bad, didn't he?
Just everyone in Lucha House Party. The
Yeah,
house
but-
party's burned to the ground.
Yeah, but after about 10-15 minutes, this match got boss.
Yeah,
At the
Yeah, true.
end. Like, to the end.
When it came down
but
to the
that's when the good people were left.
well, the revival.
No, the revival was left.
Dash Wilder hit a fucking amazing tornado DDT outside
Yes,
the
he
ring.
did. I
That
remember
was
that.
awesome. And then Scott Dawson tried to do it, and it was terrible.
Oh.
Like it was like baby's first tornado DDT. It was awful.
What happened to No Flips, Just Face Lads?
Well, exactly. Scott
Fuck is
Dawson did a
this?
suicide dive.
I know, I was like, oh mate, that's just like your entire gimmick has lost all its credibility right there.
There was a lot of dives throughout, towards the end, and I think it really saved it. Joe didn't impress me in this match at all. The New Day. I didn't even see Kofi.
I think they unnecessarily jobbed out.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Was
wouldn't have
Kofi even in
a-
it?
I
No, it
wouldn't
was,
have
it
even-
was Xavier and Big
I think
E.
every
I didn't see him.
match, every single match that was a Survivor Series style match was the sole survivor. I think it'd have actually been nice to have had the New Day.
No, it
and
wasn't so. Not everyone. Raw had 3 people left on the men's team.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true.
But I still
But,
think
but the women's one,
There was a lot of Soul Survivor stuff going on there.
I think that it'd have been nicer if for this they'd have had the New Day and the Usos as the sole survivors, because out of everyone on that team,
Yeah, they're the 2.
they was the 2 top teams. And then they
Absolutely.
could have had like a little bit of a stare down at the end with like the handshake, like we did good then. And we could have even seen some like proper cool double team moves from like
Yeah.
their stuff mixed in with their stuff. Do you
Big
know
E
what
like
I mean?
lashing Jay into
Into
the
a
splash.
super kick or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be really good. Maybe we'll see it next year. I hope so.
Who knows? We shall see.
There was a nice big ending counter there, wasn't there? Remember?
Yeah, there was. I remember Big E was catching a lot of people, which is always nice.
Catching a lot of things.
But all in
So
all,
slow down.
decent match. How long do you reckon this match went on for?
Oh, God,
Ages.
this was
15, I reckon.
15.
23.
25.
I was going to say 25, yeah.
Key, you're closest, 22 minutes.
So good.
So, a decent match for a pre-show. I would
Yeah.
say.
There was a lot of them though.
There was a lot to go
fill
through.
that time.
After that was, on the main show, the first match on the main card was the women's elimination match.
Mm-hmm.
Team Raw had Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Bayley and Sasha Banks with
It was
Alexa Bliss.
weird.
SmackDown had Naomi, Carmella, Sonya Deville, Asuka and Mandy Rose. This was a bit of a weird one. Nia Jax's reaction when she came out was shocking, really.
Well, I mean, were we expecting anything less?
Not at all.
Because, you know what I mean? It was, it was warranted, but it's a shame you can't capitalise on it because she's shit in the ring. There's amazing heat for anybody gets that type of heat. That is going to make you a fucking superstar. But Nia Jax does not have the in-ring capabilities to capitalise on it.
Well, I don't think she needs to do much.
disagree. We're only saying this now because she's at Becky Lynch. We weren't saying this a few months ago when she won the title at WrestleMania. And
Yeah, because
we was all dead
heat.
happy for her.
Well, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like, because it was nice.
She
to
has got the in-ring
It
capability.
was nice to see, but she wasn't. I don't know.
Seth
I've
Rollins,
got-
I've said this.
I've got nothing against Nia Jax. I don't think it was
I
her fault.
haven't.
It was a
Seth-
mistake. But I think she's got decent heat and they can capitalise on
That's
it.
Seth
what I mean. But
Rollins-
she's not going to be able to.
Seth
capitalise on it.
Rollins ended Sting's career. Samoa Joe ended fucking Tyson Kidd's.
Sasha ended Paige.
Sasha ended Paige's. No, they did not get this amount of backlash. It's all accidents.
Yeah,
And
but
Nia
it's
hasn't
the
even
yeah,
ended
but it's
Becky's
the situa-
career.
It's the situation because when all that happened, it was like, oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. So, but like with the
And
way
now
it
it's
was,
a shame.
way it was with the crowd is because Becky's on such a massive run and is so unbelievably popular with the WWE universe that
Was Sting not?
this is like what's it? Not as hot. He was over in a nostalgic way. It's like, oh fuck yeah, it's Sting.
People
but
were
this
in
is like,
years.
come on, Becky girl,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, and her career's not over.
Her career's
She's got
not
a
over,
concussion
she's-
and a
I know
broken nose.
it's
Yeah.
just
That's
look,
what
I can't speak for this entire crowd and what their reaction was.
That's what
I'm
I mean.
devil's
I think
advocate
it's all
and-
been taken out of proportion
I agree.
because her career isn't over. It's literally I would much rather miss out on one show and be alright and be able to wrestle for the next few years than say, oh, do you know what? I've been kicked in the back on a house show, I can never wrestle again.
No, if anything, it's done more for Becky now.
I
It's got
know.
more support for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if they're now pushing for her and Ronda at Mania, it's given her the biggest stage.
I know.
Absolutely.
See,
And main events as well, do you reckon?
I completely agree. I
Well,
think
in one
she
case,
looks,
it's just well, I mean, it's like
she looks
it's
like a
easy.
fucking badass.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I
Yeah.
mean that's going to do amazing things for. Yeah, granted, it has helped Becky and the fact that she was like she just kind of shook it off after being whacked in the head
Was cool.
and bloodied, and that's a really cool image now that everyone's going to remember. But it's just it's one of the time will tell. It's easy to say, like oh we think now do this, oh think she did that, but it's
In the
like it's one of
nicest
them.
way.
All she's got to do is get in the ring and spark people.
In the absolute nicest
Yeah, that's
way.
what she should have done last night.
I've done it. I've come out of the ring. How bloody was I when Brian elbowed me in the nose? I was literally like, and I had a black eye the next day.
Right.
Won't concuss like, but
Yeah.
but accidents happen. She didn't even know she'd elbowed
No,
me.
I know accidents happen.
I
I'm
was
not
stood
like,
there going, I'm bleeding, and she went, oh, what was that from? I went, you fucking elbowed me in the nose. She was like, oh right, sorry. Shit
Well, it's
happens.
easy to say. It does, but then, you know, I just think that the reason why the reaction was like that was because so many people were looking forward to this, and people were just getting so much behind Becky, and were just like that. They're that protective of Becky at the moment.
I think it was absolutely perfect though that she came out like shaking her fist off, going, "Ah, my fist."
Oh yeah, she had to play it off.
That was perfect.
She had to play off it.
That
She
was
couldn't. She couldn't ignore it. And I mean, and if it's in that sense playing off it, like if that's just the start, then fair enough. But if Nia can now turn this around and actually just become this monster heel who destroys people and make it look
She should have had a finish
horrible.
last night as
as a right,
a right
punch.
hook. Yeah, she should have.
But if she can turn around, then fucking props to her, and she's gonna rock it straight up there.
Here's hoping. I mean, the finish to this match was Nia as the sole survivor. Pinning Asuka. Was it Asuka?
Yeah.
Pinning Asuka with a Samoan drop. That's a pretty strong statement. That's pretty much saying, okay, we're all in on Nia Jax here. Gonna try and capitalise off this and turn her into this monster heel. So
I preferred
we'll see
her as
what
a heel
happens.
anyway when she was in NXT and she was a heel.
She's
when
much
she
better.
came up as a babyface, like, I could get behind her because of like the body positivity thing, but I think she just looks like a heel.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like she's got the same with Charlotte Flair. Do you know how I've said that Charlotte just looks cocky? Roman Reigns looks cocky. Nia Jax is the same. All three of them are natural born heels.
I agree.
Absolutely. So that was the women's elimination match. What do we all think of it in general?
It was okay.
It was alright.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything crazy from it.
No, I can't remember anything.
Sasha
massive.
looks like she botched a lot.
I remember Carmella dancing,
Oh shit! Yeah, come on around, fucking
doing a
dance
Fortnite
break.
dance.
I like that though.
It was
It's
kind
not
of
a
cool.
Fortnite dance.
They're all in Fortnite.
The floss is definitely a Fortnite dance.
All the dances
No,
she
it's
did were in
not
Fortnite.
a Fortnite dance.
It
though.
is.
It was
It
in. It
is,
was
though.
out before Fortnite.
Yeah, but like
It's-
kids are gonna watch that and go, "Oh, it's the Fortnite
It's
dance."
Fortnite.
They must love it.
I always do the floss, and Ryan always says that I'm doing the Fortnite dance, and I always shout at him and tell him it's not.
Well, you are.
Do you reckon Shinsuke Nakamura can do a floss?
Frost.
Because he can fucking.
Floss.
I'll tell you one thing he can do is fucking lose to Seth Rollins. 'Cause that was match 3.
that
hang on.
was good.
Match number
finish.
two.
That was a smooth.
Of the
If
entire
you
night.
count the pre-show,
Okay.
which WWE weren't counting because the
No!
pre-show didn't go towards the total.
So what was the
live
fucking point?
series.
That was the only match they won.
So the
Yeah.
Usos did nothing really. But yeah,
Sweet
Seth
nothing.
Rollins pinned Nakamura with a curb stomp. What did we think of this one?
The
Yeah.
finish was great.
It
Yeah,
was, the
really
finish was
good.
boss. It was it was like his Shinsuke's match with AJ at Mania. It was a really slow build, but the finish was well worth it. It was fantastic.
I didn't really like Rollins kicking out the Kinshasa.
I don't mind it because he's only at the moment. Yeah, I don't know.
It used
But
to be
they
such a protected move. Because it was so good. It was some mad,
Yeah, but
angry
Rollins is-
Japanese
Roll-
fella
yeah, but
kneeing you in the head.
Rollins is pretty fucking good though, and I think
Yeah.
he's one of the people you can warrant kicking out of it. It's not like fucking Bo Dallas is kicking out the
Yeah,
Kinshasa
no,
or
that's
something. You
true.
know what I mean? It is Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, kicking out. It's good.
Yeah, you can't really complain, I suppose. So that was the second win of the night for a Team Raw, which would set up the theme of the evening, realistically. After that we had AOP and The Bar.
Oh,
Oh Christ!
Now this was a fucking mad match, wasn't it?
This was
I
interesting.
don't remember much of this match.
I only remember the ending.
one fucking thing from this,
What was that?
and that is Rockstar fucking Spud pissing his pants
The general manager
on
of 205 Live.
WWE television in 2018.
No, why are you
We've got a man pissing his pants.
Why are you moaning? You've been saying for ages you want it to go back to how it used to be, and that is something that they would have done in fucking 2002.
No.
You were funny as fuck.
I can understand your
I've
sentiments.
never said I wanted to go back to 2002.
I can understand your sentiments, Key, but may I counter with Pretty fucking funny though, wasn't it?
No, it was
The Big Show.
disgusting.
It's funny though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a bit funny.
I laughed.
No,
Many other people laughed.
I'm not impressed.
And it finished with AOP capitalising on a distraction, pinning
No,
the bar.
I
Good stuff, lads.
I fucking hated it.
I
I
loved
hated that bit. Fair enough for the finish and AOP getting the win. Fair enough. I just hated that fucking moment.
I loved it. I loved how he was holding his dick for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
Why is he holding his
what's he doing? Like,
I
why
thought
is
he got a
holding his
burner
dick?
at first.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my god, this is real. Like, I really
Having
think
a little
that he's got a burner.
squeeze.
I thought that the joke was going to be like, he's got a fucking fat rod on from the Big Show. And like, I thought, fucking hell, are we going back to... Oh no, he's just pissed himself. Good stuff, lads. 9 minutes, shortest match of the evening, I believe.
Interesting.
It was okay. I would happily go for that finish again.
Yeah.
I think that should be Drake Maverick's gimmick every week on 205 Live.
Piss himself.
Sees Tony Nese abs, pisses himself. Mustafa Ali walks in, pisses himself. Buddy Murphy cracks open a can and sucks down a bifter, pisses himself.
Sucks down a bit.
Lovely. Suck down a fucking Winnie Blue, mate. Speaking of which, Buddy Murphy was next.
Hey.
This wasn't... Fuck ups, mate. This wasn't for brand supremacy, this match, was it?
No, but it was a nice match.
It was a very nice match. Went for 12 minutes 20, singles
Fucking-
match for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Mustafa Ali looked at every part of the ring and went, yeah, I can fall off that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's a nice barricade. I'll throw myself into that as well. Just bumping like a motherfucker. It's just like, well played, mate. Well played.
I love Ali. I really hope he gets the title soon.
Yeah, I think he's been one of the more hard-working ones this year. Like, he had the match with Cedric at Mania, which was really good.
Had a great entrance.
He did have a great entrance. So yeah, it'd be nice to see him get the title at some point.
Here's hoping. Fingers crossed for you, Mustafa. But yeah, nice little break from the brand supremacy thing for 10 minutes.
I quite like Buddy Murphy. I've never watched 205 Live, but he quite impressed me.
He's great, considering it, like 2 years ago he was nothing on NXT.
To be honest with you, I thought he was asleep during this match.
Well, they were alright for all of 5 minutes. And then TM61 came in and they were like, these are the Aussies we want.
I went outside for a ciggy in this match.
Also, I think I caught the end of it.
It
That's
was...
maybe why I don't remember the ending, because we were outside having a cig.
I think so.
Oh well.
Oh, Cruiserweights.
Aww.
One day people will love you.
Those cruiserweights can cruiserweight, brother.
So, following on from the Cruiserweights, we are back to the brand war. It was Team Raw versus Team SmackDown, singles one. 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match.
I thought it was bullshit.
Yeah.
I really thought it was
Is
bullshit.
this the
Wasn't
men's
great.
one?
Men's one.
Shane is the final fucking Survivor.
Samoa fucking Joe goes out after fucking
He
2
looked-
to 3 minutes. It was,
It was less than that. He did 2 moves on Drew McIntyre and got Claymore.
Yeah.
Fucking in a bit, mate.
Samoa Joe, easy wage packet. What the fuck are they doing with him at the moment? I'm not
Nothing.
even watching SmackDown.
He's just the jobber to the stars.
Oh no.
I
You know what?
can't-
You must be thinking like Samoa Joe, who was on top. Sorry, Al. Who was on top, like, you know, and was like this mega thing. I mean, now he's like an afterthought, and Shinsuke Nakamura not in the main event picture. Like, you've got these guys have got to be thinking, could be making some good money on the indies, mate.
They're making good money here. I reckon they're making bank with WWE.
True, but then I think it's coming down to
They get used
the
more
love
on
of
the
what you
indies.
do. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah.
loving the art and stuff like that. Think like I can't remember who it was. He tweeted it. It might have been Ziggler. Tweeted something, and the Young Bucks tweeted him back. It's like, now you get it.
No, I think Samoa Joe has
That was a
been...
nice in-depth analysis there, kid. Ziggler tweeted something. The Young Bucks tweeted him back. You get it.
Ziggler tweeted something about not being able to wrestle the way he wants to, or like, you know what I mean. So it's something within that region, and then the Young Bucks tweeted him back saying, "Well, now you get it. Now you know why we've not come to the Fed."
I think...
What?
It was something to that extent. I'm not repeating myself.
I think Samoa Joe has been
When was
perfecting his
this?
art and loving his craft for the
It may not have
last
been Ziggler.
15 years on TNA and throughout the indies. Now he just wants fucking payday. And I don't blame him because he's fucking earned one.
Yeah,
Now
fair
he's
enough.
I-
retirement.
I wouldn't blame him at all if he came to the Fed, jobbed out for 3 years, made bank, and then went, okay, I'm retiring now.
Who?
Samoa Joe. Anyone like that? Nakamura in a few years will do the same. Jeff Hardy will do the same in a few years.
Nah, I think WWE's Jeff Hardy's term. I think he was out of place on the Indies.
No, but I think he'll stay in WWE, make his money. Won't be bothered about going on a massive tear again. It's like, this is just to make money.
Jeff won't, but I think maybe Samoa Joe will. I still think he thinks he's still got a lot to, you know what I mean? He still
Lot
wants
left
to
in
be
the
putting on-
tank.
Still
I
wants to
got a
be
lot
putting
left
on-
in the tank.
Still wants to be putting on like these main event like boss matches. He's still got that hunger, whereas I think Jeff's had his time in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And he's more than happy to
Jeff's only
put
like
people
42.
over.
I love Jeff. He's
True,
my favourite
true.
wrestler of all time.
I think anyone over 40 in WWE now has got to be thinking about, can I still do this for a couple more years?
Jeff can.
Well, 40's like
Isn't AJ
most.
AJ's
like
40.
40 odd, yeah.
AJ's thinking of retiring in like a couple of years.
It's like, well, I think it was like most WWE guys only really hit the prime around the late 30s anyway.
I know,
It's
yeah.
true. Finn Balor's like 37.
So, and he arguably he hasn't even done a lot in
Started yet,
WWE yet.
Mm.
Because, you know, he did, like, if he hadn't have had the shoulder injury, things would be a lot different. And that could be something that would be quite interesting to look at for a future podcast. But,
You see a lot of guys who you think could be doing better end up in the Survivor Series matches. Finn Balor was on Team Raw, Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler. Same with the SmackDown team, The Miz, Mysterio, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy. A lot of names we've already mentioned. People who are in the twilight of their career or aren't doing much right now often get shoved into these matches, and arguably it doesn't really help them. I think this match helped Drew McIntyre massively.
yeah, this was good for Drew.
Jeff Hardy's only 41.
Is he?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
How old AJ Styles?
He was like 45 or something.
He's 41, I think.
45.
He is 41.
41.
That's the thing that they're the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think Jeff was like well older, wouldn't he?
I love Jeff. Can we not talk about him retiring upsets me. The thought
Okay.
of it.
We won't.
Alright, sorry guys.
I love Baron Corbin throughout this match.
Hype man.
Yeah, he was a great hype man.
Fantastic. After the match, obviously attacking Braun Strowman. We'll see where that goes on Raw, I would imagine. But at least we can sleep safe in the knowledge that Leo Rush is off the telly for...
Why? What's he done?
He just Survivor Series is over and we don't have to look at him anymore.
Oh, no.
He's a fucking...
I thought he'd like injured himself or something.
Fucking... I don't wish injury on anyone, but if it happened to Leo Rush, it could have happened to worse people.
What's your beef with Leo Rush?
He's just a twat, isn't he? Just
I'm pretty sure that's like our response to that question, like 90% of the time. Why do you hate him? He's just a twat, isn't he?
He is though, isn't he? Lashley, shut up, you bellend. Like, get a fucking job.
He's got one.
Yeah,
It's very well paid.
Yeah, get a fucking better fitting jacket and eat some fucking chips, you skinny cunt. He's dead annoying. Do you remember his tweet about Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's
it's-
what happens when you're not ready for Oscar. It's like, you need to get fucking sparked by some big fella. Braun Strowman needs to come over and boot you in the head.
It's like
No,
the
man.
thing is with that though is like you know it's drawing the line between like when can you be a character and when you're not, like, you know what I mean, because the lines are that blurred now with Twitter and that. It's like you know what is okay is because he was doing it to get heat. Obviously,
He was.
but then he did it. But then people
That's
saw
not
it
okay.
as. But then people saw it as real life heat. It's like
It's where you draw the line between the
Yeah,
characters.
exactly.
This
So
reminds
you
me
can
of
read
an
more
article.
about an article written
Sure,
by yours
I'm
truly
sure
on
I've read
Official
this.
Wrestling's blogger. But yeah, I mean, I just don't like him.
so.
I hope he stays off the telly.
Only thing I remember about Leo Rush, he got battered by Velveteen Dream. That was great.
It was lovely.
Swiftly moving on.
Swiftly moving on. It was Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair next.
Contain yourself, Alex.
Oh,
This was the best match ever.
Well-
My favourite match of all the matches of 2018, no, of this century, of this millennium.
You're being sarcastic.
Localised entirely within your kitchen.
Yeah,
Do you mean post
May I see it?
No.
it was amazing. For one, they stole the show because Charlotte Flair always steals the show.
Can we just, before you go into
Of
this,
two.
can we just point out the exact same person who's calling this match the greatest match she's ever seen of the century happened to do a massive fucking promo ranting on how much she fucking hates Ronda Rousey last night.
Yeah, this is why I like the match, because Charlotte Flair fucking battered her.
Oh, at the end.
Well, Ronda, you are an odd fellow, but I must say, you break a good arm.
She's fucking shite, and the crowd can't get behind
She's
her.
not that bad.
The crowd aren't behind her
She's
though.
only had 30 matches. I think she's doing quite well considering she's only had 30 matches.
She's
doing okay.
well.
I bet
The
you
crowd
were doing
don't-
worse than that when you'd had 30
Like,
I was
the
doing-
crowd last night
actually-
were a very smarky crowd, weren't
An
they?
extremely smarky crowd. They
So-
hated Ronda.
So it was just because, oh, you've come in, you're not a real wrestler, you're coming in for the money. It's like, oh.
No, it was boss because Becky would have done the same thing. If it had been Becky versus Charlotte and Becky versus Ronda, sorry, and you'd have said to me, "What's your prediction?" I'd have said no contest or someone's going to get DQ'd. That would have been my prediction. 100% hands down.
Why wasn't it your prediction?
On that,
Because it got changed last
I would say
minute.
Charlotte and Ronda.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So-
Ronda was definitely going over.
So that was my prediction, and I even said to you, I said, "Can I have this match going no contest?" And you said, "No, you have to pick one." If you remember right, I said that to you yesterday, and you went, "No, you have to pick one. You have to pick one or the other."
No, that was, that was to Willow, and then we ended up
No,
going
it was not. It was
contest.
at your house yesterday. It was in the morning when I was giving you my predictions. I said, "Can I pick a no contest?" And you said no.
Well, did get to do
Well,
it.
he did get to
I
do no
got
contest.
I got to do no contest. I'm the best.
Sir,
Evidently, I have this covert.
Oh,
game.
speaking of which, we better announce this, haven't we?
Right, so predictions last night. Going
This is a
into
fine piece of plastic, isn't it?
it's good. I'll tell you about
What
it.
a fine
I'll tell
mess
you.
of
I'll tell you about
turnips.
it in a second. Don't break it. Yeah. So going into last night, Alex was the Virgil Card of Shame holder, and Willow was the champion.
Someone forgot to send his predictions in.
Yes, thanks,
Certain champion.
Nobody
former
asked.
champ.
Nobody asked.
I
Champs
asked on
need
the-
to be asked.
Yeah,
I
champion's
asked,
advantage.
I asked on the group chat. You didn't reply. You
I
didn't
forgot I was
message.
doing stuff.
Oh, bless.
He's the Brock Lesnar.
Weren't we all? Anyway, so
Sorry, I have a life.
so
I'm
Willow.
a dishwasher.
So Willow
Meter.
missed out. By the time we got into like looking at the predictions and realised Willow hadn't given me his predictions, we were already 3 matches in. So therefore Willow was uneligible to predict the first 3 matches of the entire
Can I not
card.
pick 3 matches from Raw? And then that's fair then.
No, it's not
No,
fair.
because it doesn't matter anyway.
It's just the same amount, it's just at a different time.
No.
That's like saying, you know this horse race, right? I know I fucked it with the bet I put on, but like, you know the 100 quid I put on, just whack it on tomorrow's. I'll pick a different horse, and if I fuck it again, then fair dues, I
No,
fucked
but if
it.
I forgot to put the bet on for that race, I'd just be like, I'll just put it on the next one.
Yeah, you would, but then you couldn't win the odds of the first race. You'd get the odds of the next one.
But
It's not the same.
Yeah, that,
The
fucking,
stakes aren't the same. Anyway,
you whacking on
do you know
fucking
what?
red rum there.
You know what, right?
Give us 7-1 on him tomorrow. So it's only 7-1 on red rum today. Nah, I'll have it tomorrow instead.
You know
That's
what,
not
though?
how odds work.
You know what? It doesn't matter anyway, because even though Willow forgot to give me his predictions
I think
and
you
missed
should give him-
the first 3 matches,
I think you should have given him 1. Because he would have obviously got 1 right, because he'd have obviously picked...
Woody though.
He wouldn't have picked SmackDown for all fucking 3.
No,
He isn't that
but
stupid.
It's not necessarily true.
Not necessarily. You don't know the inner workings of that. No one knows the inner workings of that man. He may very well have done. He was about to pick. He picked the Lundra Blaze, doing an over the top rope women's battle royal.
Its reasoning was sound.
My reasoning was solid.
It was, to be fair. Anyway, so even after not predicting the first 3 matches, of course Willow was inevitably going to end up with the Virgil Card of Shame. What no one saw coming was that yours truly would also join him, because I'm shit at predictions. So, ladies and gentlemen, your new Virgil Card of Shame holders, yours truly and Willow.
Congratulations, guys.
However, bigger news. So the champion goes to Virgil Card of Shame holder, which I think is the second time that's ever happened. It's happened to you.
It absolutely happened to me this time last year.
What I don't think has ever happened, potentially never happened, is the Virgil card of shame holder going from the Virgil card of shame holder to being the champion. So Alex got seven predictions right, but even bigger news than that. For the first time ever, and it only took him 1.5 years, Pete Wills has won predictions.
Is that everyone being a champion now?
Everyone has been a champion.
Hey!
Pete is yet to win, lose to get the Virgil card of shame.
Joe hasn't been a champion. Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
why you gotta hurt me like that?
Sorry, Sammy. Tell you who has been champion though, Daniel Bryan.
Oh look, this guy
Who
again.
this past week fucking belted AJ Styles in the dick. Kneed him in the head and went, "I'm having your title, mate." Took it off him. Brock Lesnar obviously.
Yeah,
was
didn't beat
champion.
him or anything, just took it off him.
Yeah,
just like, you see this?
Gives that.
This is mine now.
So yeah, Brock Lesnar came out after Daniel and was like, "I'm gonna fucking German you."
Oh
Bryan
my
said,
god, these Germans.
"Careful of me neck, mate." What? And then just Germaned him anyway.
Give me money, give me bifters.
Give me bifters, let me
Oh
German
my
you.
god, those first two Germans were fucking horrific.
Yeah, I remember being sat on where you are now, Pete, and I was saying, "Brock's gonna German Daniel in a minute." Like, no, he won't. So they'll do belly to bellies instead. I said, "No, he's gonna German him." He's like, "No, what about his neck? He'll do it safely." He said, "No, he won't." I said, "No, they gotta watch his neck." And he's like, "Oh, here's German." Yeah, he's dropped him right on his fucking
Right,
neck.
in his head. He only did 3 Germans though.
Yeah, he only did 3 Germans for a man who like had his career ended because of his neck. And Brock was like, "I'm only doing 3 of them."
Yeet.
No,
On the
you
back
were
of his
convinced
neck.
he was going to do 9?
Yeah.
You were convinced he was going to do 9?
If he does 3 or 9, you land wrong once and you got a broken neck. Just ask Droz. It only takes 1 move.
You didn't take 3 power bombs, did you?
No, it's a 1. If you do it wrong, you're nagging. That's like going to like a recovering smack addict. It's like, yeah, lad, do 3 speedballs. At least you haven't done 9. It only takes 1. It's like they sent Brock out like, "Go on, beast. Have him, lad." Shares him once. Vince is like, "Oh, God. I hope he only does that 2 more times, you know. Any more than that, we've got a serious problem." But then they went to bellies.
Oh, they did. They were a lot safer. I was a lot more relieved.
Fucking balls came down from my throat like, "Jesus Christ, Daniel. You've got a child now." What are they going to do on Total Divas when they have to read your obituary? You've got to fucking wheel you out on Total Divas. "Oh, we're in the hot tub, Daniel." "Not for me. Can't get my fucking text-to-speech machine wet."
Fuck's sake. Right, anyway.
I'm just scared for him, man. I'm frightened for the man's career.
I have a feeling he'll come out on Tuesday and say his
fuck it.
retirement speech.
Do you know what? I wouldn't shock me.
Oh, God.
Actually, I was smiling after the match, he seems like that.
It's because he was away with the fairies. Like, he didn't know where he was. He didn't know how to spell Tuesday. Brock Lesnar won. What a shock.
There was a good moment there where we thought he was going to tap.
Yeah, to be fair.
Brock's eyes really did a good job of selling it.
Brock's selling is fantastic when he wants to do a good job.
I mean, I think we were saying, like, that's probably why, like, even in 2002, 2003, that's why he was put over so big. It's because he'll make the person he's facing look really, really good and then batter them to make him look even better.
Which is
It's
what
like
happened last night,
the
basically.
man knows. The man knows.
My man knows his shit. He does know MMA, does Brock Lesnar?
I mean, yeah.
It does, yeah. It's funny, yeah. Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How long has he been at it?
Like,
You look at him and you tell me he hasn't. 18 minutes 50 this match went on for.
That's decent.
It felt like long there. But
It did, didn't it? Because
but
Daniel
that's
Bryan was...
probably just because we're so used to Brock like doing like 4-minute matches.
Yeah.
After the first German, I think Daniel Bryan spent a solid like minute and a half on the floor not moving.
Yeah.
I love the start as well, where he's like proper goading him, like running around the ring and all that. I love that.
It was. Do you know what? It was a good match. I think it was on par with the AJ match from last year.
Yeah, it was very good.
Wasn't better, but it was definitely on par.
It was on par. It was very good. It was nice to actually see, because this is what Lesnar is capable of, and I think this is what gets people frustrated. Lesnar would be like an absolute megastar and over with everyone if he put this work ethic in every time he's in a match, and he doesn't, because as we've seen, he just I can't be arsed today, lads. Let's German suplex some motherfuckers, yeet someone about a bit, and then go home. Yeah, exactly. Quick payday. Whereas this, actually, it got a good story but through it. It built really nicely. Brian came within, a hair's width of winning, and then it snatched away from him. 2 F5s, he's done third play.
Yeah, I can't really fault it. As far as Brock Lesnar matches go, there's been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Survivor Series has gone, there's been a lot worse, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was a mixed bag. It was. I didn't hate the show. I did not like it either. I did like it. It was a fun little show.
Yeah, can't complain. What was everyone's match of the night?
The women's. Not Survivor Series. I mean,
The Charlotte and Ronda?
yeah.
Fair.
Everyone said
Yeah, Charlotte and Ronda. Yeah, I'd say that as well.
I'd just say that, or Brian and Brock.
Yeah.
I think mine was Brian.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
Yeah.
Shinsuke and Rollins was good, but I think it would have to be either the women's title clash or the Universal WWE title clash.
Both were pretty good.
Yeah, because the women's, it was the post-match thing that was like...
Yeah,
I feel like that happened because Becky said beat her up how I will beat her.
Yeah, so after the match, Charlotte wailed on her, didn't she?
Battered her.
Oh,
There was welts all over her.
Yeah.
Blood and all sorts.
She was bleeding from her ear, she was bleeding from her head, and she was bleeding from her mouth.
Yeah. She was bleeding from her mouth during the match.
Yeah, Charlotte twatted her.
Charlotte sparked it.
Funny
Yeah.
there.
It was good. It was like if this is like genuinely like the double turn now for Charlotte and Becky, and they're like, right, okay, we can't.
I think they'll be back friends again.
We can't not have this now. We've got to have Becky face. She's that over.
Mm-hmm.
She's that.
No,
popular.
I just think that they'll do them both as like tweeners.
So,
Dean Ambrose kind of thing.
yeah, just yeet your meat.
Yeah.
yeah, you just do that, mate. That's
Sorry.
Anyone got anything else they want to add before we sign off?
I'm a Celeb was funny.
I'm Celeb was funny.
My god, Anne Hegarty is making me cry. I love her. I've also just seen a post on Facebook that says that Flair East, that lad, and the woman out of Corrie aren't allowed to do the Bush Tucker trials where they eat things because they're vegan.
Yeah.
How stupid
That's bullshit,
is that?
that.
Don't fucking put him in the jungle.
I know.
It's like saying, do you want to come on a safari? Nah, I don't like lions. No, don't fucking get in the Jeep then.
I'll tell you what, we'll go on safari, but we just won't do the lions. It's like, you might as well not bother.
Yeah, that's why you don't.
I don't want the monkeys shitting on me car.
You don't fucking come through then. So, do you want to go hunting? Nah, don't shoot guns, me. Like, well, here's a rock. You can stand in the background and play with it. Shit.
Indeed is.
Well, thanks for watching and listening, everybody. Make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Go and check out our blog spot. Obviously, if you're listening to this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. If you haven't already, you'll be notified every time we upload new content.
Tap my bell.
For you guys,
About the bell.
never forget about the bell. It's very, very important.
It is very important.
Make sure
Click the bell.
Make sure you become a bell end and click the bell. We'll see you guys next time.
Wow, what a great way
No,
to
we-
talk to our one listener.
Is that what we could call our fans now? The
Bell
Bell
ends. Thank you for listening, Bellens. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
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 Fuck you.